Have you ever wondered what happens when a Sigma female gets angry? Do they explode like a volcano, or do they simmer quietly, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating world of Sigma females and their unusual reactions when they get mad. Get ready to challenge your assumptions and gain a deeper understanding of these enigmatic women. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more content on emotional intelligence, personality types, and personal growth. Sigma females are a unique breed of women who don't fit into traditional societal norms. They're independent, self-motivated, and often misunderstood. But what happens when they get angry? Do they conform to traditional feminine norms, or do they forge their own path? In this video, we'll delve into the world of Sigma females and explore the 9 unusual reactions they exhibit when they get mad. We've all heard the stereotypes. Women are emotional, irrational, and prone to outbursts. But what about Sigma females? Are they just as emotional, or do they respond to anger in a completely different way? The truth is, societal stereotypes often fail to capture the complexity of Sigma females. They're not just one-dimensional characters. They're multifaceted individuals with their own unique experiences and perspectives. So, let's challenge these stereotypes and explore the real reasons behind Sigma females' anger. Let's delve deeper into our first reason: the silent treatment. When a Sigma female gets mad, her approach to the silent treatment is not just a simple cold shoulder. It's a masterclass in emotional strategy. Imagine a skilled ninja stealthily moving through the shadows. That's how she operates when she's upset. First off, it's essential to understand that a Sigma female isn't the type to throw tantrums or scream at you. Instead, when she feels disrespected or angry, she opts for silence. But this silence is not merely a lack of communication. It's a deliberate choice, and it's deeply calculated. She knows that words once spoken can't be taken back, so she carefully chooses to withdraw instead. Now, when she goes silent, it's like she's flipping a switch. One moment, she's engaging, responsive, and lively. The next, she's a ghost. This sudden shift can leave you feeling like you're in an emotional fog, questioning what went wrong and why she suddenly disappeared. This isn't just a random act, it's a powerful tactic. By going silent, she creates space, not only for herself, but also for you. She's not just punishing you, she's giving both of you time to reflect. While you might be anxiously wondering what you did to upset her, she's using that time to process her feelings and assess the situation. This strategic silence allows her to think clearly instead of reacting impulsively. Moreover, her ghosting is often ninja-level stealthy. It's not the kind of silence that's just glaringly obvious. She can be in the same room or even on the same chat thread, but she'll skillfully avoid engaging. You might find her responding to others, but when it comes to you, crickets. This tactic can be disorienting, making you question your own actions and even your worth. What's fascinating is that this silent treatment serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it's a way for her to protect her emotional energy. Sigma females are known for their independence, and they don't want to waste their time on conflicts that don't serve them. On the other hand, it's a way of communicating without saying a word. She's sending a clear message: I'm not okay with what happened, and I need you to recognize that. Eventually, when the Sigma decides to break her silence, it's usually on her terms. By that point, she's had time to cool off and think about what she wants to say. This is when her words carry weight, and you'll find that she articulates her feelings with clarity and purpose. The silence has transformed into a powerful tool for communication. You might wonder if this tactic is manipulative, but that's not the intent. For a Sigma, it's about self-preservation and ensuring that her voice is heard in a calm, collected manner. It's about making sure that when she does speak, she's not just reacting in anger, but rather expressing her feelings thoughtfully. In a nutshell, the silent treatment is a profound expression of a Sigma female's emotional intelligence. It's a blend of introspection and strategy that allows her to navigate conflict gracefully while ensuring that her feelings are respected. So, next time you encounter a Sigma in her silent mode, remember, it's not just silence. It's a powerful statement wrapped in a shroud of mystery. And hey, if you're loving this deep dive into Sigma female behavior, you're in for a treat. We've got 8 more fascinating reactions coming up. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. So, stick around, keep that notification bell ringing, and let's unravel more Sigma secrets together. Reason number 2, trauma. Trauma can have a profound impact on anyone, and Sigma females are no exception. Many Sigma females may have experienced significant trauma in their past, whether it's emotional, physical, or psychological. This trauma can shape how they react to situations, especially when it comes to feelings of anger and anxiety. Trauma often creates deep emotional wounds that can linger long after the event has passed. For Sigma females, these wounds can manifest as anger, anxiety, or even feelings of isolation. They may find themselves reacting more intensely to situations that remind them of their past experiences. This is known as a trigger. Triggers can be anything from a specific word, a place, or even a smell that brings back memories of the trauma they endured. When Sigma females are triggered, their bodies can go into a heightened state of alert. This response can feel overwhelming and lead to feelings of anger. They might feel like they are reliving the trauma all over again, even if the current situation isn't directly related. This can create a cycle of anger and anxiety that's hard to break. Moreover, Sigma females often pride themselves on their independence and self-control. They may feel pressured to handle their emotions on their own, which can make it difficult to seek help or talk about their trauma. This can lead to feelings of isolation, as they might think that no one can understand what they've been through. As a result, they may bottle up their emotions even more, which can intensify their anger. It's important to recognize that trauma can also affect relationships. Sigma females may struggle with trust and vulnerability, fearing that if they let others in, they could be hurt again. This fear can lead to anger, especially if they perceive that someone is trying to push them beyond their comfort zone. They may react defensively, which can create misunderstandings and conflict with friends or loved ones. However, healing from trauma is possible. Sigma females can take steps to address their past experiences and learn healthy ways to cope with their anger and anxiety. Here are some strategies that may help. Engaging in therapy with a qualified professional can provide a safe space to process trauma. Therapists can help Sigma females understand their feelings and develop coping strategies. Writing down thoughts and feelings can be an effective way to release pent-up emotions. Journaling allows Sigma females to reflect on their experiences and gain clarity on their feelings. Building a support network of trusted friends or family can provide the emotional safety needed to express feelings. Sharing experiences with others who understand can be incredibly healing. Practices like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises can help Sigma females manage anxiety and reduce feelings of anger. These techniques can promote a sense of calm and grounding. By addressing their trauma and learning to cope with their feelings, Sigma females can break free from the cycle of anger and anxiety. They can reclaim their power and embrace their true selves, allowing them to move forward with confidence and resilience. Reason number 3, the calculated confrontation. This is where Sigma females really shine in handling their anger. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack this fascinating reaction. When a Sigma woman decides it's time to address what's bugging her, she doesn't just explode like a shaken soda can. Nope, she's more like a chess grandmaster, planning her moves way in advance. Picture this. While others might be yelling or throwing things, our Sigma is sitting quietly, maybe with a notebook, plotting her approach. She's not just thinking about what to say, but how to say it for maximum impact. First off, timing is everything. A Sigma won't confront someone when emotions are running hot. She'll wait for the perfect moment when both parties are calm and receptive. It might be over coffee, during a walk, or in a neutral space where neither person feels cornered. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Before the conversation even starts, she's done her homework. She's gathered facts, examined the situation from all angles, and even anticipated possible responses or excuses. It's like she's prepared for a debate. But her goal isn't to win, it's to be understood and to find a solution. When she finally speaks, her words are chosen with surgical precision. There's no rambling or emotional outbursts. Instead, you get clear, concise statements that lay out the problem and her feelings about it. She might say something like, "When X happened, it made me feel Y, and here's why that's an issue." But here's the kicker. She's not just talking, she's also listening, really listening. She's paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and the words being said. She's looking for understanding, not just waiting for her turn to speak. And get this, she often comes prepared with possible solutions. It's not just about airing grievances, it's about problem solving. She might say, "I've thought about this, and I have a few ideas on how we can move forward." Now don't mistake her calmness for weakness. Oh no, a Sigma in this mode is a force to be reckoned with. Her composure and preparation often catch the other person off guard. They might be expecting a fight, but instead they're faced with a logical, well-thought-out presentation of the issues. The real magic happens in how she handles responses. If someone tries to deflect or make excuses, she's ready. She'll redirect the conversation back to the main points, always keeping that laser focus on resolution. By the end of the conversation, there's usually a clear path forward. The other person feels heard, but they also understand exactly where the Sigma stands and what needs to change. It's conflict resolution at its finest. This approach isn't just about solving the current problem, it's setting a precedent for how future conflicts will be handled. The Sigma is teaching others how to communicate with her effectively, and in the process, she's often earning more respect. Next time you see a Sigma female calmly addressing an issue that's made her angry, remember, you're witnessing a master at work. It's not just a conversation, it's a carefully orchestrated symphony of communication designed to leave no room for misunderstanding and pave the way for positive change. Wow, we're just getting started. Drop a comment if you've experienced these reactions. Now, brace yourself for number 4. Reason 4. The Productivity Powerhouse. All right, folks, let's crank it up a notch and talk about the Productivity Powerhouse reaction. This is where things get really interesting. When a Sigma female gets mad, she doesn't just sit around and stew in her anger. Oh no, she does something way cooler. She turns that fiery emotion into rocket fuel for her ambitions. It's like watching a superhero origin story, but instead of getting bitten by a radioactive spider, she's powered by pure, unadulterated rage. Picture this. Our Sigma female just had a major setback or confrontation. Maybe her ideas were shot down at work, or someone pushed her buttons in just the wrong way. Instead of lashing out or breaking down, she does something totally unexpected. She gets to work. This isn't your average let me distract myself kind of work. We're talking about a laser-focused, intensity dialed to 11 kind of productivity. It's as if all that anger has sharpened her senses and boosted her brain power. So, what does this productivity surge look like? That mountain of tasks she's been putting off. Consider it conquered. She'll plow through her to-do list like a hot knife through butter. If she's in a creative field, watch out. The anger might spark a flood of new ideas or inspire her to finally finish that project she's been tinkering with. Tough problems that seemed unsolvable before, They don't stand a chance now. Her anger-fueled focus helps her see solutions she might have missed before. Some Sigma females might channel this energy into physical activities. Suddenly, she's crushing personal records at the gym or reorganizing her entire living space. She might dive headfirst into learning something new, absorbing information at an incredible rate. The really cool part? This isn't just a short-term boost. The progress she makes during these anger-fueled productivity sprees often leads to long-lasting positive changes in her life. But here's the million-dollar question: is this healthy? Well, it's definitely better than some alternatives, like lashing out or bottling up emotions. However, it's important to note that constantly relying on anger for motivation can be exhausting in the long run. The key is balance. While it's great to channel anger into productivity, it's also crucial for Sigma females to address the root causes of their anger and find healthy ways to process their emotions. So the next time you see a Sigma female suddenly turn into a whirlwind of productivity after getting mad, you'll know what's up. She's not just working, she's alchemizing her anger into gold. Holy smokes, that was intense. Have you ever experienced this productivity surge when you're mad? Or maybe you've seen it happen to someone else. We want to hear all about it. Drop your stories in the comments below. Reason number 5. Lack of emotional expression. Sigma females often struggle to express their emotions in a healthy way. This can be due to various reasons, such as societal expectations, personal values, or past experiences. As a result, they may feel like they're bottling up their emotions, leading to feelings of anger and frustration. You see, Sigma females are often encouraged to be strong and independent, to the point where they feel like they can't show weakness or vulnerability. They may feel like they need to put on a mask of confidence and composure, even when they're feeling overwhelmed or struggling to cope. This can lead to a buildup of emotions, like a pressure cooker waiting to explode. When Sigma females can't express their emotions in a healthy way, they may turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as suppressing their emotions, which can lead to feelings of numbness or disconnection. Expressing their emotions in a passive-aggressive way, such as through sarcasm or backhanded comments, turning their emotions inward, which can lead to self-criticism or self-doubt. Using substances or behaviors to numb their emotions, such as drinking or overeating. But what if Sigma females could find a way to express their emotions in a healthy way? What if they could learn to communicate their feelings and needs in a clear and assertive way? This could involve practicing self-awareness and self-reflection to better understand their emotions and needs. Learning healthy communication skills, such as active listening and assertive expression. Finding healthy outlets for their emotions, such as exercise, creative pursuits, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist. Embracing vulnerability and imperfection, and recognizing that it's okay to not be okay. By finding healthy ways to express their emotions, Sigma females can reduce feelings of anger and frustration and cultivate a more positive and fulfilling life. So, if you're a Sigma female struggling to express your emotions, remember that you're not alone. There are healthy ways to communicate your feelings and needs, and it's okay to ask for help. Take the first step today and start expressing your emotions in a way that feels authentic and empowering to you. Let's dive into Reason 6, the lone wolf retreats. A fascinating reaction that many Sigma females exhibit when they face anger or frustration. This is a powerful moment of self-preservation and introspection, and it speaks volumes about their nature. Imagine this scenario. A Sigma female has just encountered a situation that has gotten under her skin. Maybe it was a heated argument, a betrayal, or just the pressures of life piling up. Instead of confronting the issue head-on or allowing the anger to fester, she chooses a different path. She retreats into her own space. This retreat isn't about running away or avoiding conflict. It's about taking a necessary break to recharge her emotional batteries and regain her sense of self. Sigma females are known for their independence, and this is a prime example of how they honor that independence by prioritizing their mental health. During this period of solitude, a Sigma female engages in a few key activities. She takes the time to think deeply about what triggered her anger. What were the underlying causes? Was it something external, or did it tap into a personal value or belief? This reflective practice helps her understand herself better and gain clarity. Recharging. Just like a phone needs to be plugged in to work properly, Sigma females need their alone time to recharge emotionally. This might involve engaging in activities they love, like reading, painting, hiking, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of tea. This time allows them to reconnect with their passions and interests. Strategizing. While she's in her retreat mode, she's not just sitting idly. A Sigma female is a master at devising plans. She'll think about how to approach the situation differently once she's ready to re-enter the world. This strategic thinking equips her with the tools she needs to navigate future challenges. Strengthening boundaries. This time alone also allows her to reassess her boundaries. She might realize that certain people or situations drain her energy or contribute to her anger. As a result, she'll come out of her retreat with a clearer understanding of how to protect her emotional space. Emerging stronger. Once she feels rejuvenated and ready to face the world again, she'll return with a renewed sense of strength and purpose. This is the beauty of the Sigma female. She doesn't just bounce back. She comes back stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. Many people might not understand this need for solitude. They may perceive it as coldness or aloofness, but for Sigma females, it's a vital part of their emotional toolkit. It's how they process their feelings and emerge ready to tackle whatever life throws at them. Have you ever needed to retreat to gather your thoughts? Or maybe you've seen a Sigma female in your life do the same. Reason number 7, inner conflict. Inner conflict is a significant challenge for many Sigma females. These women often find themselves torn between their own desires and the values they hold dear. This struggle can be emotionally draining and lead to feelings of anger and frustration. Sigma females are known for their independence and strong sense of self. They have their own goals and ambitions, which they work hard to achieve. However, they also have deeply rooted values that guide their choices and behaviors. Sometimes these desires and values can clash, creating a sense of inner turmoil. For example, a Sigma female might have a strong desire to pursue a career that excites her. At the same time, she may value family and feel an obligation to be present for loved ones. This can lead to a conflict where she feels guilty for wanting to prioritize her career over family expectations. The push and pull of these conflicting feelings can lead to frustration and anger, both towards herself and the situation. Moreover, the societal pressures placed on women can amplify this inner conflict. Society often has expectations about how women should behave, what roles they should fulfill, and what choices they should make. Sigma females may feel pressured to conform to these norms, even when they conflict with their true desires. This can create a sense of anger, not just towards others, but also towards themselves for feeling trapped. As Sigma females navigate this inner conflict, they may also struggle with self-doubt. They might question whether their desires are valid, or if they should suppress them in favor of fulfilling their values. This can lead to a cycle where anger and frustration build up because they feel they cannot be true to themselves. However, there are ways to manage this inner conflict. Here are some strategies that can help Sigma females find balance. Taking time to reflect on their desires and values can help Sigma females understand what truly matters to them. Journaling or meditative practices can aid in this process. It's essential for Sigma females to set boundaries that honor both their desires and values. This can involve learning to say no to obligations that do not align with their true self. Talking to trusted friends or mentors about their inner conflict can provide valuable perspectives. Sometimes, just voicing these struggles can help clarify thoughts and feelings. Understanding that it's okay to adjust desires and values as they evolve can relieve some of the pressure. Sigma females can learn to embrace change and find ways to integrate their desires and values harmoniously. By addressing their inner conflict and learning to navigate their emotions, Sigma females can transform feelings of anger and frustration into empowerment. This journey towards self-acceptance allows them to live authentically, creating a fulfilling and balanced life. Ooh, we're on a roll. Stick with me for the last two reasons. They're absolute game changers. All right, folks, let's zoom in on reason number 8, the empathy flip. This is where things get really interesting in the world of Sigma females and their anger management. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, except the rabbit is compassion and the hat is rage. Mind-blowing, right? So picture this. A Sigma female is fuming, steam's practically coming out of her ears, but then something incredible happens. Instead of letting that anger simmer and boil over, she does a complete 180. It's like she's got an emotional switchboard in her brain, and she flips the switch from mad as heck to understanding mode. Now you might be thinking, wait, what? How does someone go from wanting to flip tables to feeling all warm and fuzzy? Well, that's the Sigma magic, my friends. Here's how it usually goes down. First, our Sigma takes a step back. It's like she's pressing pause on her own emotional reaction. She might take a deep breath, go for a walk, or just sit in silence for a few minutes. This isn't her cooling off. It's her gearing up for some serious mental gymnastics. Next, she puts on her detective hat. She starts investigating the situation that made her angry, as if she's solving a complex puzzle. Why did this person act this way? What could be going on in their life? What are the circumstances surrounding this event? This is where her Sigma traits really shine. She's independent and analytical by nature, so she's not afraid to challenge her own initial reactions. She'll ask herself tough questions like, am I missing something here? Or could I be partly responsible for this situation? As she digs deeper, something magical starts to happen. She begins to see the situation from different angles. It's like she's watching a movie, but instead of just seeing her own perspective, she's suddenly got access to everyone else's storyline too. And here's the kicker. The more she understands, the more her anger starts to transform. It's like watching ice melt in the sun. That fiery rage. It's slowly but surely turning into something warmer, softer, empathy. Now, this doesn't mean she's letting anyone off the hook for bad behavior. Nope, our Sigma is too smart for that. But she's starting to see the bigger picture. Maybe her co-worker who dropped the ball on a project is going through a tough divorce, or perhaps that friend who stood her up is battling depression. As this empathy grows, something remarkable happens. The Sigma starts to feel a connection to the very person or situation that made her angry in the first place. It's like she's cracked open a door to understanding, and now she can't close it. But here's where it gets really cool. This empathy flip isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. Oh no, it's way more powerful than that. Our Sigma is now in a unique position to actually solve the problem that caused her anger in the first place. Because she understands the situation better, she can come up with more effective solutions. She might approach that co-worker and offer support, or reach out to that friend and provide a listening ear. She's not just putting out fires, she's preventing them from starting in the first place. This empathy flip is like a superpower. It turns potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection. It's taking the high road, but not in a holier-than-thou way. It's about genuine understanding and compassion. And the best part, every time a Sigma goes through this process, she gets better at it. It's like she's building an empathy muscle. The more she flexes it, the stronger it gets. So next time you see a Sigma female suddenly shift from anger to understanding, know that you're witnessing something truly special. It's not weakness or giving in, it's strength and emotional intelligence of the highest order. It's turning lemons into lemonade, and then sharing that lemonade with the very person who threw the lemons. Now that's what I call Sigma power. Time for another breather. Are you picking up on any Sigma traits in yourself or someone you share your stories below? All right, let's dive deeper into reason number 9, the calculated confrontation. This is where Sigma females really shine in handling their anger. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack this fascinating reaction. When a Sigma woman decides it's time to address what's bugging her, she doesn't just explode like a shaken soda can. Nope, she's more like a chess grandmaster, planning her moves way in advance. Picture this. While others might be yelling or throwing things, our Sigma is sitting quietly, maybe with a notebook, plotting her approach. She's not just thinking about what to say, but how to say it for maximum impact. First off, timing is everything. A Sigma won't confront someone when emotions are running hot. She'll wait for the perfect moment when both parties are calm and receptive. It might be over coffee, during a walk, or in a neutral space where neither person feels cornered. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Before the conversation even starts, she's done her homework. She's gathered facts, examined the situation from all angles, and even anticipated possible responses or excuses. It's like she's prepared for a debate, but her goal isn't to win, it's to be understood and to find a solution. When she finally speaks, her words are chosen with surgical precision. There's no rambling or emotional outbursts. Instead, you get clear, concise statements that lay out the problem and her feelings about it. She might say something like, "When X happened, it made me feel Y, and here's why that's an issue." But here's the kicker. She's not just talking, she's also listening. Really listening. She's paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and the words being said. She's looking for understanding, not just waiting for her turn to speak. And get this, she often comes prepared with possible solutions. It's not just about airing grievances, it's about problem solving. She might say, "I've thought about this and I have a few ideas on how we can move forward." Now, don't mistake her calmness for weakness. Oh no, a Sigma in this mode is a force to be reckoned with. Her composure and preparation often catch the other person off guard. They might be expecting a fight, but instead, they're faced with a logical, well-thought-out presentation of the issues. Real magic happens in how she handles responses. If someone tries to deflect or make excuses, she's ready. She'll redirect the conversation back to the main points, always keeping that laser focus on resolution. By the end of the conversation, there's usually a clear path forward. The other person feels heard, but they also understand exactly where the Sigma stands and what needs to change. It's conflict resolution at its finest. This approach isn't just about solving the current problem, it's setting a precedent for how future conflicts will be handled. The Sigma is teaching others how to communicate with her effectively, and in the process, she's often earning more respect. So next time you see a Sigma female calmly addressing an issue that's made her angry, remember, you're witnessing a master at work. It's not just a conversation, it's a carefully orchestrated symphony of communication designed to leave no room for misunderstanding and pave the way for positive change. What a journey through the Sigma female's emotional landscape. These reactions show us that anger isn't just about losing control, it's a catalyst for growth, creativity, and positive change. Remember, understanding these unique responses helps us appreciate the complexity of Sigma females. They're not just breaking the mold, they're creating a whole new one. Before you go, here's a juicy tidbit. Our next video dives into the love life of Sigma female. Trust me, You won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining this wild ride. If you've learned something new, smash that like button, share with your squad, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, stay fierce and fabulous.